guys to get loose, find the range. We're almost at game time, folks. Greetings, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for our latest presentation of NBA basketball. And tonight, it'll be the Oklahoma City Thunder going up against the Golden State Warriors here in Chase Center. Brian Anderson here, alongside Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson, with Allie LaForce joining us from the floor. So a moment now to see the story for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
He's been really dialed in from deep during these last 5 games, looking assertive and in control every time he rises up to shoot from beyond the three-point line, and it's been fun to watch.
Here are the starters for Oklahoma City. 2 big bodies inside with Holmgren and Hartenstein in the middle. Gilgeous-Alexander runs the point with Dort at the 2, and it's Williams in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Warriors, down low it'll be the tenacious pair of Butler and Draymond. Then it's Moses Moody, then there's Stephen Curry. And Grant, one thing we know about these teams, they can both go deep into their bench. That's a luxury.
Yeah, a luxury indeed. And they don't have to worry as much about foul trouble or guys getting worn down. Credit to both front offices for building such complete rosters.
Outside Moody, pass to Butler. Curry surveys. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
Nice work from the in-between area. Curry has no problem taking this shot when it's available.
Holmgren outside. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Yep, that one goes.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Pass to Butler. About a minute into this first quarter, Hartenstein pulls it in. Well, we have a chance to hear from Shams Charania. He's calling in right now. Shams, great to have you on, bud.
Well, after winning the title, OKC secured their future. Significant extensions this summer for Chet Holmgren, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and both of their Jalen Williamses. The Thunder are building something for the long haul, guys.
An exciting young team. All right, Shams, thank you. And so it's Butler who brings up the ball for the Golden State Warriors. They're fresh off a win against the Pelicans.
And you know, some games you're plagued by false starts and slow momentum. You could tell they were getting frustrated.
But what a gutsy win. To struggle in the offensive end that much and still win the game, that says something about the character of the team.
And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. And Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has made the move from star to superstar, Grant.
Well, no question, B.A. He's been a superstar for quite a few seasons now, but he's not satisfied and just continues to elevate his game year after year.
And the Warriors making a switch here. Kuminga's checked in. That's good from SGA. You know, Richard, the Warriors have the 3rd most championships after the Lakers and Celtics.
Yeah, and 2 of those came as the Philadelphia Warriors, though, including the first NBA championship back in '47. And then they had the one with Rick Barry in '75. But most people know about their rings from the last decade or so in this dynasty.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thanks. Jimmy Butler is the complete package. Coach Steve Kerr said he's an amazing player. The skill, the strength, the ability to get to the line, his passing connects the game. And in the end, it goes beyond that. Just his presence out there. He's a lion. He's a force. Brian, back to you.
One of the best. All right, Allie, thanks for the report. Wallace outside. Williams looking around. SGA against Curry. Gilgeous-Alexander double team. The kick out to Williams. Knocks it down from distance.
Well, you got to be able to shoot fast in the league. So it's nice to see Williams doesn't need a lot of setup time.
And Steve Kerr wants a timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. Well, Grant, you look up and down this Thunder roster. It is just loaded with winning players.
Yeah, B.A. Guys who are going to make the right play, defend their spot, move without the ball. I mean, they've built something special in OKC, piece by piece.
And the Warriors make some changes. Horford, he's checked in for Butler. Hield comes in for Moody. And Podziemski subbed in for Curry. And Oklahoma City with a change here too. Wiggins is checked in. Now here's Podziemski. An important role in this offense, averaging around 12.5 per game. Shot clock at 2. The Thunder with the rebound. Last time they met was in Oklahoma City.
And in the last meeting, they were the better defensive team. They were the disruptors, causing turnovers all over the place.
That was the key factor, and it has to have a carryover effect. You get in a team's head when you cause them to make that many mistakes.
The big story thus far, how well they've shot the rock.
Outside heel. They set the screen. Three-pointer, no good. Thunder leading by 6. Left side SGA. Here's Wallace. No good with the triple. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Oklahoma City ahead, leading by 6. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. And from what we've seen from Oklahoma City, what's your take so far?
Give it up for their D. They're battling, communicating, and coming up with key stops.
It's been a group effort, and that's what it takes to play the kind of defense that they've played. Great showing from them.
On the floor for Oklahoma City, getting going in the second. We've got Jalen Williams, Aaron Wiggins out there with Holmgren. Then it's Cason Wallace, and it's Mitchell in at the point. Horford can't hit. And so it's Williams with it. He brings it up for the Thunder. They lead by 6. That's their biggest margin. Mitchell finds Williams. Nice ball movement by Oklahoma City. Williams, a screen on heel. Wallace, no good from outside.
Man, just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Part of the 2007 draft. Al Horford continues to be such a valuable player, Richard.
One of the oldest guys in the league. Horford gives you shooting and passing in that front court. Off the floor, he's probably even more valuable as a mentor.
Kuminga's shot is off. Oklahoma City leading by 6. Williams passes to Mitchell. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter. The 3 from Holmgren. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Golden State has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Pass to Kuminga. Kuminga with a screen on Holmgren. Outside Butler. Off target from outside.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
It's Holmgren, high post.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
There's a minute 59 left in the second period. Yep, count it.
It's so difficult to defend Holmgren inside. For such a young player, his body control and awareness are off the charts.
And Steve Kerr wants a timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Here for the Warriors. Green's checked in for Horford. Moody comes in for Kuminga. And it's Stephen Curry in for Hield. And a new group getting ready for Oklahoma City. Williams is checked in for Williams. Jalen Williams comes in for Holmgren. Lou Dort, he's checked in for Wiggins. And Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is subbed in for Wallace. And there's the basket, and the whistle blows. Chance at a three-point play here. Going to the line for 1. And let's take a moment here to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for Oklahoma City.
Well, they're off to a good start getting it inside and scoring at close range. Solid fundamentals so far in this one.
And from the jump, they've also clearly been focused on running effective plays here tonight. And there's been a lot of high-quality distribution from them on the floor.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. A 26-point game for him in the win against the Trailblazers in Portland. Here's Williams. Rebounded by Green.
The battle of the boards has been something to watch.
And Grant, Stephen Curry said his goal was to play meaningful basketball games. With the arrival of Jimmy Butler, that proved to be the case.
Yeah, the Warriors have been looking to get Steph some help. The fit with Jimmy was questioned, but it's worked out better than most people expected.
And he recovers it. Williams, a screen on Butler. Outside, Williams. Gets the three to fall. Williams has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three.
An excellent passing wing. Jalen Williams can run offense. Picked up an assist right there.
Warriors trail by 8. Outside Pajemski. And there's a pick. Williams against Butler. And they turn it over. Shot clock violation as the buzzer sounds. For the Thunder, Hartenstein comes in for Williams, and it's Chet Holmgren in for Mitchell. Thunder leading by 8. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. SGA passes to Hartenstein. Here's Holmgren. He's watched by Kuminga. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. SGA doubled. And Hartenstein slams it in.
Yeah, the guard instincts of Gilgeous-Alexander. I mean, fantastic work dishing the rock to uncover teammates.
And here's Curry for 3. Can't hit that one. And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder ending the quarter up 10. They know Curry can go for 50, 60 any night. So they're forcing someone else to beat him. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this.
Hello, folks. Is this the halftime show? Yes, it is. And kicking it off, let's quickly look at the Western Conference standings. Interesting to use the term hierarchy, but I wonder, how would you guys rate our studio hierarchy?
Well, Ernest, when you try to bring out the big words like hierarchy, anyway, I think they're going to play it safe. But the hierarchy, I'm going to pass it to Shaq.
How dare you disrespect the Ernster? No, Ernie gets the throw. He's the one I trust calling the shots. Are you crazy, Kenny?
Well, all right. Good point, big fella. But only if he doesn't get to pick our ties.
Come on, you guys would look fantastic in bow ties. I've got some extras here. Here, Shaq, try this one. And here's one for you, Jet. Those are going to be great.
Ooh, I like that.
And switching gears now to that first half. Big hill to climb for the Golden State Warriors.
They're not applying enough pressure offensively. Very little presence inside. Too much reliance on long jumpers.
You know how I feel about that style, Kenny. I don't even want to comment.
And that is going to do it for us. Let's get back to some second half action with Brian Anderson and company.
And if you're just joining in, one half is in the books, one half to go. You have to like what we're seeing from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Yeah, they've done an amazing job of creating room to operate for him. And then, of course, executing.
I like how they came into this one with the game plan, and they're just going out and executing it. Terrific job.
Down low, it'll be the tenacious pair of Butler and Draymond. Then there's Stephen Curry. Then it's Moses Moody. And that's the group for Steve Kerr as we begin the second half. Now here's Butler. His scoring ability is impressive, averaging 20 a game. Now here's Curry. Lets it fly. Hartenstein pulls it in. Hartenstein's got his 6th rebound on the night. Door to screen on Curry. With the step back, Gilgeous-Alexander. And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Yeah, a defense has to be very aware of Gilgeous-Alexander's attack mindset. He wants to get to the rim and do maximum damage.
They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Dort defending. Butler, a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Butler. Holmgren with the block.
And you can't forget about Holmgren's reach, especially when he's nearby on defense.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. The Thunder are trying to be efficient scoring. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander said, quote, ultimately, it just comes down to taking what the defense gives you and trusting your teammates. You need them to win at a high level. That's clear as day, and I want to win at a high level, so I have no option. Brian?
Sharing the rock. Allie, appreciate the report. Oklahoma City leading by 12. And despite their historic regular season success, OKC still had their doubters around the league, Graham.
Yeah, B.A., and it was verging on disrespect, if you ask me. The youth and inexperience counted against them. Now, they knew their true test would come in the playoffs, and they passed it with flying colors, taking home the championship.
And for the Warriors, they're shooting just 21% from the floor. Pass to Butler. Now Curry. And again, it's the Warriors missing.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
And Holmgren with the basket on the assist from SGA. And it's 6 points for Chet Holmgren.
Balanced play has given them the lead and also quieted this crowd.
They've played fantastic ball, and you can feel the hush that's come over this crowd.
And Steve Kerr wants a timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. And the Thunder making a change here. Wallace is checked in. Now let's check out the Western Conference standings and see how they look here in December. You look at the Thunder, they love where they stand right now, first place. And of course, there's the Warriors, not posing much of a threat right now.
Well, I think for Golden State, they're really doing their best to rise through the rankings. Time will tell whether they can pull it off.
And you have to wonder if this roster can get to that next level. They have talent, but if it doesn't come together, they might have to shake it up.
Now here's Curry. He's a tough guy to check, averaging almost 28 points a game. Here's Butler. Great D that time from Holmgren.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Holmgren with a screen on Curry. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Again, Oklahoma City.
They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
Yeah, not just an impressive showing on offense, but on defense as well, executing their game plan perfectly.
Now here's Green. Looking at his numbers, putting up 8 points a game. Butler. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. It's going to go on Chet Holmgren.
Fearless play from Butler. Defenses should know he's going to try and draw a foul while shooting.
This is his second trip to the line in the game. That's good from Butler.
And at this point of his career, Butler wants to win. And boy, does he ramp up his performance in the playoffs, especially in recent years.
Al Horford's checked in for the Warriors. Hield comes in for Stephen Curry. Then for Oklahoma City, Wiggins, he's checked in for Hartenstein. Caruso comes in for Jalen Williams. And Mitchell subbed in for Gilgeous-Alexander. From deep, Mitchell. It's rebounded by Golden State. Horford's got 4 rebounds in the game. Here's Pajemski. He's scoreless. Horford, a screen on Mitchell. Pass to Butler. Out to Kuminga. Here's the 3. And that's not going to go. Misses at the buzzer. And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder with an impressive 16-point lead heading into the break. Their defensive efforts have paid off, effectively shutting down the opposing offense. Time for a quick break, then back to the action. Steve Kerr with some words for his players.
Just picking us apart, right? Guy cuts behind you down the lane. Miscommunication there. They're cutting behind us. So we got to get solid defensively.
Boy, he is not happy with his team's aggressiveness on defense. Coach Kerr calling his team out on it.
Yeah, gently asking for them to pick it up. They need to if they want to win this one.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And Oklahoma City, looking at who they've got, in it forward, it's Jordan Williams. Cason Wallace out there with Mitchell. And it's Wiggins in at the 5 down low. Now here's Williams. Dort outside. Horford with the block.
Still a tremendous player. Al Horford using that experience.
Pass to Kuminga. Over Wiggins. Kuminga's shot is off.
Just enough resistance to force the miss. Barely. That's one he'll generally make.
Mitchell, the pass to Williams. Misses the 3.
And they're up right now, but it hasn't been because of him. He's really struggled on offense.
Outside Pajemski. Now Butler. Dort with a steal. Now Mitchell. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Here's the pass to Williams. Horford with a steal. And the Warriors pushing it up now. Quick 2. All net. If you had to say, Richard, what's the most critical component for a team to play effective defense?
I would say being bought in. If players are bought in, you could overcome individual deficiencies.
Both teams deciding to change it up. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Hi, guys. Well, Mark Dagnall was just reviewing the plan with his team, and he encouraged them to stay focused and not get complacent, saying we worked too hard to get this lead, and we're not going to give it up now. Stay connected, play smart. Let's get this win. Guys, back to you.
Thanks for that, Allie. Warriors trail by 15.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Now Butler. We've got 1:55 left in the fourth quarter. 6 on the shot clock. 18 feet out. Cleared away by Hartenstein.
Not that time, but that's a shot that he's going to make more oftentimes than not.
On the wing, SGA. He's covered by Curry. Gilgeous-Alexander against Curry. Gets it to go.
And the distance between the point totals for these teams tells the whole story. Just a fantastic effort, and you have to give it up for the Thunder.
You can score without sharing the ball, but it can be a whole lot easier when guys are assisting one another.
Yeah, they were very patient. They were also unselfish, and ultimately, that's why they were so efficient.
And they really wanted this one. It pushes their win total up to 21.
And once this game is all said and done, they'll have a healthy 2-0 lead in this season series.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
He did a great job following his team's game plan and not rushing anything on offense, which allowed him to catch fire.
So it's the Warriors now. After the basket by Oklahoma City. It's money from deep. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for Oklahoma City. They led by as many as 18. Now Hartenstein. Outside SGA.
There's that man, Gilgeous-Alexander. So tough to contend with his quickness.
Shooting for Oklahoma City, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. 2 shots.
That free throw no good. And he's good on the second. 16 seconds left to play in the fourth. And so Oklahoma City takes this one, and by a big margin. It ends up being a fairly easy road win.
Those are so hard to come by. It's never easy to take a game in someone else's building.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Richard Jefferson, this is Brian Anderson, thanking you for watching the NBA presented by 2K Sports. And time now to introduce our player of the game, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.